Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am so excited because guys, it's April. It's April, which means that it's quarter two. And I really was off my game last quarter. I think y'all probably saw my video where I was talking about kind of being jaded and tired and burnt out. And I took a break, did a mental reassessment, and I am back and better than ever. I am ready to plan quarter two, actually use the 12-week year in a positive and productive way, and I think, better goals. I think that is the difference maker, is going to be the difference maker in this 12-week year versus the last 12-week year. So if you guys are ready to plan quarter two with me, we're gonna get right into it. Okay, so to start my 12-week year planning, this time I'm gonna use Montel B's 12-week year Notion template, and I'm gonna template all of my goals, distill them down to weekly strategies, and use her habit tracker. So I'm just gonna share that with you guys, what I'm doing for this year. So first thing is my 1 year goals. So for my 1 year goals, I really want to create, so I started a podcast, which I do want to share that with you guys. So I started a podcast called Deandra's Diary, and I did my first episode. I put it on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, I think. And so I really want to create a community around that. So that's going to be my 1 year goals, like by the end of this actual year. And then I want to still achieve all 3 of my splits. And I added a back bend in there because my back bends, my shoulder mobility can use some work. So that's going to be my end of the year goal. And then my last goal for the whole year is to create a master class of some sort, probably around self-discovery, self-mastery, something like that. So that's my end of the year goals. For my quarter two goals, I want to grow my podcast audience to at least 100 people. I want to complete a showcase for pole fitness. So I'm doing pole fitness right now, and I have a showcase schedule on the books, and I'm doing like all of my choreo for that. So that's gonna be my week 2 personal, just fun goal for me. And then the last thing I want to do by the end of this quarter, is attain my yoga teacher certification. So I already joined a course and have plans to go to that, and I just have to complete that, and it'll be done by the end of June. So going into and using her template, you put in your first priority. So I just wrote Deandra's Diary, but maybe I'm gonna say grow podcast audience for Deandra's Diary. So I have a couple of strategies in there. I think one of the first things I want to do is schedule a photo shoot. So I want to do that probably in May. I just want to get through the showcase and a couple of other things that I need to do. But by May, I want to have a photo shoot scheduled and completed. I'm going to choose the weekly topics. So typically I know what I want to talk about, so it's not too difficult. And then I want to start promoting the podcast more. So I'm going to create an IG template that I can use to say new podcast out on Spotify, whatever. Things that people can share, maybe things I can share on IG or YouTube that kind of shows what I'm talking about in the videos. And then I want to create a podcast trailer, which actually, that's not that difficult. I just haven't done it yet. I've only recorded 1 episode, so yeah. Those are my strategies for growing my podcast audience, and yeah. So the second priority is completing the showcase for pole fitness. So right now I'm in the stage of creating my choreography, which is not something that I'm used to doing. So this is very out of my element. But I have a 3-minute song, and I have about 1 minute 30 seconds of choreography. So I'm about halfway there, and I have another class that is going to help build the choreography. So I think that it'll come together, and my goal is to do that in the next 2 weeks, to know my choreography and then just practice. I'm gonna attend as many open pole classes as I can, because that's just time for me to work on my choreography and practice. The last goal for this quarter is to attain my yoga teacher training certification. My yoga teacher certification. So what I want to do to prepare for that is complete my yoga practice 5 days per week, which I like this goal because I'm already physically active, so I try to work out 5 days per week. So this will be my workout. I'm going to switch between power yoga, vinyasa, and ashtanga, I think is how you pronounce it. I'm going to transition between those 3 practices every day and practice 5 days a week. Right now I'm thinking I'm going to do it in the morning when I wake up. Just do that really quickly. Well, I say quickly, but yeah, do that every morning. Then I also have to read for the class, so I have the book somewhere around here. I have the book somewhere around here. I need to read that, and I'm going to try to go through, it's 4 books in that book, or like 4 parts, so 1 part a week, because I also have another book that I need to read, and then that would take me 2 months. So then I will be finished with the reading, and then just get prepared for my travel, which I have a whole checklist that I created so that I can stay on track and be ready by the time that it's time to go on the trip and complete the yoga training. So those are my 3 goals. One cool thing about her template is that you have a daily tracker. I'm still working on exactly what I should be putting in there to track, but some of the things I put in there right now is doing my yoga practice, and my goal is going to be 5 days per week. Record the podcast episode, so my goal is going to be 1 episode per week, and I want to release the episode on Sundays. So that means that I'm going to have to record those maybe in the afternoons during the week or Saturday. I'm trying to see balancing like my schoolwork and when I can record those podcast episodes and be, in my element and be ready to talk. So still figuring out exactly what day that's going to be, but record 1 episode per week. I also need to edit the episode somewhere on here, and then let me see. I can do that now. What is this? Edit podcast episode. I'll just put it like that. Podcast post. So I just want to at least, probably my goal is going to be 2. For me, some of y'all are really good at social media. I am not. Like, social media is not. As soon as I can get someone to do this for me, that's going to be my goal. It's just not my thing, but I'm gonna try to do 2 posts per week. So 1 like shareable quote or like a video or like a snippet of what I'm talking about, and then 1 post that just says this is what this episode is out or coming out, something like that. And then read book 1 of my Yoga Sutras. That's what I have right now for daily trackers, but I should put something in here for my pole fitness. The thing about that is that I already have the classes scheduled and they're in my Google Calendar, which makes it really easy. I can remember, like, I have class this day, this time, and show up. So I don't know. I have to think about that, whether I need a daily tracker for that. I don't know. So I'm pretty much going to just copy that for all 4 weeks of April. Right now I only have 2 weeks in there. But yeah, I'm just going to copy this, put it here. I can probably do that now. So I have my 3 priorities, my 3 goals, and then within each priority I have the task that I'm going to do that week for each of my goals. So I have that in here. So for my podcast, it's going to be planning the weekly episode, recording and editing the episode, creating a shareable quote, and then releasing the episode and promoting it on IG. That right now is like the weekly habit that I want to get into. For my pole showcase, I just need to finish my choreography and practice it. That's like all I can really do. At some point I do have to choose my like what I'm gonna wear, but I put that in there in maybe week 2 of April. I'll make sure that I have my outfit together. I have something I think I want to wear, maybe one thing that I need to purchase, so I need to have that finalized by the end of next week or the second week in April. And then for my yoga teacher training, I need to do my yoga practice 5 days per week, read the books, and coordinate my travel plans. And again, I have a checklist here that I am using to stay on track for that. I'm gonna reevaluate for month 2 and see what I want to add in here, especially once I finish the pole choreography or the pole open what am I trying to say? Especially once I finish the showcase, I might focus a lot more on the yoga training and getting like my flexibility and balance practice in. So that's what I'm thinking. So I'm not gonna put anything there, and then I'll do that once I get to month 2, and then month 3 do the same thing, although month 3 is going to be pretty much totally dedicated to yoga. So yeah, here I like this part of her template. You can look at the different areas of your life and give them a rating, and then talk about how you're currently doing in that area, and then where you want to be at the end of a year. And then you can also give a priority to it. So I did go through and updated that. So my physical health, I gave it a rating of a 9 out of 10. I think that my physical health is really good right now. I feel very strong. I want to be more flexible, but overall my physical health feels really good. My vision in 1 year is to have increased my overall mobility, achieved my splits, and my back bend will be more bendy, you know, like just look better. So I did put that as a high priority because it's my 1 year goal to achieve those splits and back bends. But yeah, I feel pretty good about where I am. Spiritual practice, I put 7 out of 10. I really want to build my self-awareness over the next year. My goal in 1 year is to have a great relationship with myself and trust my intuition and build more self-awareness. I think with that, I want to get to a place where I can self-regulate a lot better and not rely on other people as much. So yeah, I put that medium. That is important to me. Habits and routines, I put a 6 out of 10, but honestly I think my routines are my habits are pretty good. I eat very healthy, I get sleep, I stay on top of things. I think I might bump this up to an 8. One thing I want to improve is my cleaning routine and get that like down. I think honestly I would like to hire someone that would come in and clean my apartment, like deep clean stuff, but I might consider that after Q2. So right now I would say low priority. I'm happy with where I am. With my career, I put a 6 out of 10. I think in my job I'm good. I like the path that I'm on. I like what I'm doing. I like being in grad school. I think what I was thinking about in that is like my career outside of my career, like having I don't even want to say side hustle, like something more than that, but like having something that really brings me joy but also brings in income. So I think that that's why I put it a little bit lower, because I want to get to a place where I have something that I really, really love that is making me money. So I want to find my voice and an audience and start teaching yoga and self-mastery classes. So that's where I want to get to. I put that medium priority, but I think that's actually higher than that. Relationship with partner, I put that 7 out of 10, but actually I would put that lower. I'm currently dating right now. I'm dating someone more seriously. We're still working through that relationship. My goal is to be in a healthy and inspiring relationship, one where we both are able to self-regulate. So when we come together, like our co-regulation is just like amazing. We have healthy boundaries, healthy communication, a good friendship, we have fun. Like, yeah, I want a healthy relationship. So that is definitely high priority. You just never know how much time you have. So I really want to prioritize my relationship with a partner. So relationship with family and friends, I'm gonna bump this up because I think this is getting a lot better. I think when I wrote this, I did feel I'm far away from my family physically, but I felt far away from them, and I feel like that is changing, and I just don't feel as far away from other people as I used to. And I think that's a part of me learning to like self-regulate and be more self-aware about myself. Is really improving my perception of my relationships with other people. So that is getting better. I'm definitely working to build a tribe of amazing women around me, and I think that that's happening. So that's good. I feel good about that. It's working out. So finances, I put 7 out of 10. I think my finances are pretty good. I recently set up a recurring investment for my Roth IRA, and I feel like I did something else. I'm maxing out my retirement. So I felt really good about those 2 things. And I set up a savings to be able to buy a car in a few years. I was like really proud of that. My boyfriend did help me with that, and yeah, thank you to him. So yeah, I put 7 out of 10. I think my finances are good. I mean, it could always be better. As a human, you always want more, right? But I think my finances are pretty good. Why would I not put 10 out of 10? I think right now I want more diversity in my investments. And I want a side income to bring in, multiple streams of income to bring in more money. So I'm gonna leave it at an 8 out of 10. Medium priority. Emotional state, I think right now I have a good emotional balance. When issues arise, I can self-soothe and talk through my issues without spiraling out of control. But I want that to get even quicker, like heal even more triggers, be aligned with my spirit, and just get healthier, more self-awareness, all of that. Societal and community. I don't know if I knew what to say about this. Yeah, I think I just was like, okay, overall energy, I feel like it's good. My hobbies and skills, I'm like super excited about my hobbies, and travel experience. So I'm planning a trip for my birthday. About that is exactly what I want, and in the future I hope to have those trips with a romantic partner. So yeah, that's where I am, and that's where I want to go. So that's pretty much the end of the template. That's pretty much the end of the template, and that's all of my goals for quarter 2. So I'm gonna transfer all of that into my full focus planner so that I can keep track of those goals, but also keep track of some of the assignments and things that I have for grad school, so that like my personal life doesn't get too far in the way of like things that I get paid to do. So yeah, I'm gonna put all of that in here, and then make sure I have a tracker of like assignments and things like that, so I can just stay on top of everything and have a really great quarter and not be overwhelmed like I was last time. So yeah, if you guys want to know more about what I put into the full focus planner, let me know. I could potentially make a video about this, because full focus planner is really great for the 12-week year because it goes in quarters, and so you will have like 3 months of calendars and 12 weeks in the planner, and then it'll keep track of what week you're on, which I kind of got off last time because I stopped using this. So yeah, my goal is to keep up with this, keep it updated, keep track, evaluate every week, and actually crush these goals this year. So yeah, that's pretty much all I have for this video. I will be back with another video pretty soon, but in the meantime, you can listen to my podcast episode on Spotify. I will put the link in the description box, and leave me a comment. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.